use your studies and how to add them. So like that, this one's a 180 simple moving average, and this one's a 50 exponential moving average, and this one is a 15 exponential moving average. The lighter gray is the VWAP, the middle is the BWAP. So, down here you have the RSI. I use a volume average, and also use to check how much the daily volume is and how much per bar. Kind of lets me know what's going on with that. Like today, for instance, the daily average is 86 million, and it actually traded 385 million. So there was a lot of buying today. As you can see, the chart actually took off and it started going up. So what does all this mean? I have another video that explains how I use these indicators to trade and how it works for me. But today we're going to show you how to add them. And once you pull up your chart, you go to Studies, and then you go to Edit Studies. This is the indicators that I use. The moving average exponential is a 15. That is the purple one. And then the 50 moving average exponential is the brown one. And then the simple moving average 180 is, it's not shown on there, but it's a green one, and it is for like long trend. The VWAP I showed you, which is the middle, which is what you really want to concentrate on, is the dotted, and then you have the top, and then you have the bottom. And the RSI is this right here, and then you have a volume average, which is the candles right here, and then you have the volume stats, which is this right here, these bars, and then you have a MACD, and this is default settings, and this is down here. So that's all I use. I like it. It works for me. Everybody has their own trading strategy. These work for me consistently, made money with them, and as long as I follow them the way I'm supposed to, then I make money, unless there's some news that comes out and just makes it go up or down really fast. So once you set all those up, actually I'll show you this too. In order to change that, because when you put that in, well, if you do, like if you type in moving average, alright, so moving average exponential is right here. So if you double click that, that will put it over here. So I'll go ahead and do that, and it puts it there. It always pops up a 9. So you double click this, and then you go up here and you change it to what you want, where mine's a 15. And then you change your color to whatever you like. I keep mine at a kind of a hot pink purple coloring. That just stands out to me because that's my main thing I watch. And then you can also do the up signals, like a green for it when it's going up. You can do the red when it's going down. In order to turn those on, you go here to where it says no and yes. So it's show breakout signals. So you'd want to change that to yes if you want those. So if you want to delete it, which in this case I don't need that, I'm going to click the X, and that makes it go away. To show you the yes, see I have that turned on. So when we come back, you'll see this red arrow, and that tells you that the volume level is going down and this one's going up. You can't trade by those, but it's really kind of a good indication if you're like in this one right here, you have the greens going up, and then all of a sudden you see a big red arrow in this candle, so there's a good chance it's going to go down. So that's just one way to look at your indicators to kind of get a different idea of what's going on. I have another video that shows how I use these indicators and what to look for better, but I just wanted to show you how to actually put those indicators in. You're welcome to use my indicators and watch that other video on how to use them, so maybe it'll help you in your trading. And if not, then try to find a strategy that actually works for you. Whatever makes you money is what you want to be doing. So that's how I do the edit studies and adding them. And also, once you get this set up, you can go to edit studies and you can save your study. So once you save it and call it whatever you want, I call mine Spy Money, and then you save it, and then it will always be there. So if you open up another pattern and come over here, and if you type in, I don't know, we'll call it Roku, then you can come back over to studies, and then you can load SPY money, and it will put it there. So it'll be the same study here as what it was over there. And let's see here, if we come back in, so it's going to be the exact same one. Another thing you can do is style. If you save your style, like if you come up to this one here, this is what you want to use all the time. So you go to style, and you come down here and you save style. You call it whatever you want. In my case, I call it the SPY money. And then you want to include the patterns and study set. So once you do that and you click save, and then every time you open up this a window, it will automatically default back to this particular one. It'll also show SPY every time. So if you've got a certain stock or ETF or future or whichever that you trade all the time, you can save it with that in there, and that way every time you open up the chart, it'll automatically be there. So another thing you can do is if you trade, say you use a different setup for futures over options or equities or whichever, you can change your chart the way you want. Then you come in and change your style. You can call one, maybe you call one for charting. I use one for charting that has no indicators on it at all. So if I bring that one up, there's nothing on there. It's just candles. And that helps me find more patterns. It takes out all the noise, so I can use this to draw in my trend lines. And so if I come back in, it's actually, if I come in to make a trend line on this right here, then I would not see anything on the chart except for these candles, which makes it a lot better. It's much easier to see. So I use one for that, and then I've got another one for futures that I use, and there's SPY money, and this one's a squeeze. Sometimes I'll look at just to kind of see what it is. It's a lot of noise on this one. I prefer the SPY money. The SPY money actually gets me what I want. It's less indicators, less noise on the screen, and it actually helps me trade better. So I usually use this, the VWAP and the 15. Those are my two main trading indicators that I watch. But I also look at the other. So, but you can look at another video. It shows how to use the indicators, and it'll maybe help you out with that. So the style and the studies would be the two main focuses on this video. I hope that helps you and to make you a better trader. It'll help you stay more organized so that you can quickly grasp whatever it is that you want. One more thing is set chart default. So if this is what you want all the time, every time your chart opens, you just click set default chart, and it will automatically save it. So do you really want to change it to this? Yes, this is what I always use, so I went ahead and set it again. And if you come back into it, you can reset it to a chart default of what it originally came with Thinkorswim. As far as if you reset the factory, but let's say that you come back in and you edit study, and let's say you took out the 15, and then you're back to this, and say you've changed all your indicators around. You can go back in and then go reset chart default. I'm sorry, reset default chart. Yeah, that's right. Reset default chart, and then it takes it back and puts you back into the 15. So reset will make it go back to what you have the chart default set at. But if you want to change your set default, then you would click here. So if you're deciding that your trading system, you don't like it and you change it around, you come in and set chart default, and it will automatically be what it is now. But if you are changing around and you want to go back to what you had it set at, then you come back and hit reset to chart default, and that will put it back to what you originally set up for. So I hope it makes sense to you. And if you have any questions or anything, let me know. I'd be happy to help you. Just comment. Please like, share, and subscribe, and help us get the YouTube channel built up and make more videos to help you trade. Have a great day.